Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So today's video is going to be transfers, and we are transferring Ann Lahr, Lahr. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And Chris uh, asked a few questions, and I'm trying to answer them the best that I can. Now, as always, if I do a video, and I'm going to do the paper pulp for Margaret Wolf. I mentioned it in the beginning of this video, but oh, I need some water. I'm sorry. I've been talking so much. And I'm looking in the thing, and it looks like I have an older woman's moo on, and I don't. It's a shirt. It's a long sleeve shirt. I swear to God. Did I wear it to bed? Mm-hmm. Well, I don't technically wear anything to bed on my underwear, but that's way too much information. So let's move back. I know I'll get comments on that. But so what we're gonna do today is we're gonna do tape transfers. That's what you'll see. That's Scotch tape. This is packing tape, which I highly recommend if you're going to do this because you can cut it into pieces, whatever way you want, use it, or just use it like that. And then I did transferring with pencil and charcoal. So I used my my favorite. Y'all know that's my favorite. And then I just used Derwent charcoal in medium. Okay. And I transferred for Chris to show him, how you can, how pencil transfers, how the charcoal will transfer, and that kind of thing. So I hope that helps him because he's doing a really, really beautiful, beautiful, beautiful picture, portrait. So that is all I have. I don't have much to talk about. We're gonna do the paper pulp. I'm gonna do the video now because I already have it fresh in my head. Because if I walk away, I'll never do it. I know I won't. It's just who I am. I have clay coming up that y'all asked for. I have what else do I have? There's one other thing. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I'm sure I will. Oh, you can see my screen. um, yeah. So here's the thing too. If okay, because I've been starting to watch what I digest, and so let me know since I'm coming on here and stuff. Let me know, and don't say it now because I know it ain't happened now. But if I start losing weight, because I lose weight in my face first and all that kind of stuff. So if for whatever reason you see me and you're like, girl, you look like you lost a few pounds, your puffiness is gone because that's what's going to happen first. Let me know because I appreciate it. I don't get like when, I don't, I'm a big girl. I hate it. And I don't hate it because I feel uncomfortable with people. I hate it because of my health and because I just, I used to be so small before I got pregnant. And then I gained like 160 pounds. I'm so ashamed. Big Macs were my life. And all those years ago. And geez, oh Pete, my son has been gone 7 years. It'll be 7 years. 7 years or 8 years? I think 8 years. It's gonna be 8 years in December. Anyway, he'd have turned 27 in May coming up. I would have a 27-year-old. And you know what the worst thing is? I find 27-year-olds, some of them are really hot and cute, and I would never stray from my husband. However, you know, right now the obsession is Jason Momoa. I'm watching Frontier on Netflix, my husband and we just watched one of his movies, not having to do. I wasn't like, let's watch all the Jason Momoa. It wasn't what that was. I always followed him on Instagram and stuff. He loves his wife and kids, and that makes my heart like whoo swell. You know what I'm saying? So we watched a movie of his that was just out. I think it might even have been on Amazon or Netflix. I don't know. Anyway, so we are watching Frontier. We used to watch Red Road, but I don't know if they're making any more of those. Maybe I should tweet at them and ask them. So yeah, so if you're in for it's a like a history kind of thing, and it's kind of like Indian, like I'm talking about like American Indians and like the Civil War and like the way everything was back there. It's hard to explain. I enjoy watching it. I think it's awesome, but to explain it, I'm not the one to get you to explain it. Go on YouTube, watch a preview because you're on YouTube already. I hope you all have a fantastic day. And if you just found me and for whatever reason want to subscribe to me, I don't know. Is it the hair up today? Is that why? If I showed you the gray, would that do anything for you? Would that make you click that subscribe button and the button next to it to be notified when I upload? I don't know. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think. And I just love you guys. And I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So we're doing a couple more transfer techniques. And we're going to start with transparent tape transfer. And this is for many people because a lot of people ask me about this. But Anne, I'm going to say Lahr, L-A-H-R, asked about this yesterday. And so I'm going to do it for her today. All right, we got a couple, so let's go. I have a piece of magazine. Now, this could be any piece of magazine, any color magazine, whatever. But it has to be, you know, like magazine kind of thing. If you do it with the other, I believe it will take everything off. So, here we go. All you do is you take whatever paper you're using. And my light is very weird today. And I have my shipping tape, but it could be any transparent tape, Scotch tape, whatever. If you use Scotch tape or you want to do a big piece, just line this on, you know what I mean? Just do a little, lay it over each other just a little bit as you lay it down. So when you take the back off, it's a piece of tape, okay? So that's where you'll start, and that's what I'm doing right here. You can see it's the, no, autofocus, why? I don't put you on. You can see this is just tape, and that is the paper behind it, and I squirted it with water. And that is why doing, and I mean, I can do one. I'll show you on a printed piece of paper from the inkjet printer what happens, okay? So this is just, like I said, any magazine you have. You spray the back, you leave it sit for a minute or two. I have no patience. However, you know, you want to if you want it to do good. And then you just roll it off like this. Now I leave a little bit of the paper around the edge, just a little bit, because that's where you'll start to get it off first. You know what I'm saying? So look at me go, look at me go. I'm rolling, rolling. I need a new song. And you see, you get a piece of paper. Now, I have a little bit of the paper pulp left on here. Of course, I don't want it to be, I mean, you may want it like this. You know, it looks very grungy, but if you don't, spray it if it sticks. And just proceed to rub over again. This was that thick paper I used yesterday. So from my what is that, Faber-Castell catalog, but you can use, you know, I have so many magazines and stuff. So then what you will do, look how awesome, and it's not sticky. You will find the page. You will take your favorite white glue. Mine is the Mod Podge. You will then take some. You want a clear drying glue. It could be school glue. It don't matter. Here's a little blue that I'm going to use to put it in area so you can see. And then I'll do it down here so you can see it on the page. I just like laying that down first. Then you can take your, you know, make sure you get all that white off or whatever. And then you can lay it down. And you can paint over this with your Mod Podge or what have you to get it to be put down. And remember, you know, nothing, no, what was I going to do? I meant to get my scraper thing in the dig, but I don't have it here. All right. Just use my fingers today. It doesn't matter. You can put it on. Apparently I got a piece of dry glue underneath that's giving me texture that I'm really not digging. Stick, baby, stick. Okay. Push that glue out from underneath. Do that. Give it a nice flat doohickey. And then look at this. Oh, how you like me now? We just transferred that. And like I said, the reason you transfer, if you want, no, you don't have to. You could just glue the piece of paper down there. But this shows up over something. So if you have color underneath, that'll show through with this. It's just a cool technique. So that is that. But let me show you. We will use a piece of, I just put this out, Inkjet printer. No, I'm French all of a sudden. And this is it. This is my recipe that I just did. And I'm just doing a little bit. And, you know, I could do it very quickly because it's not going to bother nobody. And then you lay it. You take some of your shipping tape, your clear tape, and you plop it on. Okay? So I have a little bit of the white sticking out here extra, as you can see. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, you can from the back. Now, I have this extra tape. I'm going to show you what you do if you're going to use Scotch tape or something that has a long, you know, a shorter width. Because I'll just cut this off because I don't want to waste it. So I will cut these pieces off and pretend that I just didn't stick them all together. You're supposed to be non-stick. Not a fungal. Okay, so we're just going to do it the regular way. This is Scotch tape. I have it sitting here, but I have to pick at it to find it. And what you would do is you just lay it like that. You go over it again, but you want it a little bit over, so you're making your own kind of piece of paper. Like that. I don't even think I could get this on. Maybe because I went too fast. Come on. Okay, I tore it. And then here. Now, you can do on the sides too. It doesn't matter. But when you turn it over, you can see I have a little bit sticking up. Not a big deal. Oh, my nose is running. Wait a second. A little cold. Okay. Then you'll take it. You want to make sure it's adhered good. Okay. Take it over. This is the thicker paper, remember, but it doesn't have to be. And remember, I'm using the paper that I got out of the magazine. This isn't the paper that I cut, but where did it go, my paper that I cut? Who the heck knows? I'll get another piece. Okay. And then I like to do something a little like sharp. It takes a minute. Come on. But where you have your piece that was extra hanging over, you kind of want to start there and lightly roll it. And by all means, it should roll off. It's not doing it right now. Come on, come on, come on, come on. It works, but I'm going to leave that sit for a second with that water. Because I'm like, not having luck. Maybe it's the matte. Maybe because I have matte tape. Maybe that's why. Hey, sometimes stuff don't work. What are you going to do? You ain't going to do nothing. You're going to say, oh, well. Yeah, that's working right there. We went to my sister's on Friday. See, I didn't have that connected there. It's the matte tape because the tape of the other one is working fine. This just needs to be squirted more. We went to my sister's Friday. We go there for dinner usually. And we were just having a blast on YouTube looking up all the songs we would listen to when we were little. And we've been around a while. And the song that is going through my head right now is Here I Go Again by Whitesnake, which I did not like at the time it was out that much. And of course, that's the one that's stuck in my head. It's only the one part. Okay, so here we're going. We're getting there. I was jumping the gun. You want to leave it? Come on. But it is, I am going to tell you this. This is a matte finish tape. I don't know what the heck I got this for. My husband probably, I don't know. But you want to use a regular Scotch tape, right? Not matte. You want it to be the kind, you know, not repositional. You want it to be, if you do it. I recommend to go to the dollar store and get a thing of packing tape. They all sell it. And that is what I would suggest. But look. I am nobody but a girl from Jersey who needs to really start making her smoothies for lunch and get on the bandwagon of life lately because I'm just letting life go past. Too much information for you, I know. All right, but we're working here. We're working. So that is how you would do it with the tape, but you can see as it gets wet, it's not. And like I said, it's the matte tape. But when I lay it down, you can see it has its, I mean, it did it. So that would be, no, is it as nice as this? No, but you can see that you can definitely use it for something. I will. I'll glue it down right here and then, do that. Okay, a little bit too much time on that, but you get what I'm saying. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? And let me know down below. Of course, any extra questions you guys have, just ask me or that you want to see. And then Margaret asked me about the paper pulp, which I will do at the end of the video. We are going to do now the transfer for, I want to make sure I get his name right because I don't even know my own name. So let's just go there. Okay, I need that. Chris, that's right. I knew his last name. Isn't that funny? I remembered his last name. So I was like, oh, I'm not going to say his name is Chris, but that would be a great stage name. His name is ridiculous. Cal. Okay, I get it. I got it. Okay, so what I did was he wanted to know, he drew a picture, beautiful profile pic of somebody, and he wants to transfer it, and he has two issues. Number one, it like came off a little bit where the where he had drawn, it kind of like the paper kind of did its thing and kind of rubbed off a teeny bit, so he went over it with charcoal, which unfortunately charcoal is not going to transfer. And if we and I put charcoal on here, I'll show you, but if we do the oh, what the heck is it called, the protective coats, so to say, I don't think it'll do it. But what I'm going to do is once I do this and show him, I do have a protective coat downstairs for for charcoal, and for also goes on pan pastels. So I will do a video this week of, let's see if we can transfer pan pastels and transfer charcoal. And I'll use that spray or, something that will protect it, and we'll see what we can do. So all I did was I drew with, I scribbled with some charcoal, drew with my favorite pencil that I got back from my daughter, and I'm going to squirt it, and I'm going to leave it sit just for a minute because it's just printer paper, nothing too exciting. And so we're gonna do that. Okay, so I gotta make sure I'm recording because I don't know how many times I can tell you that I'm halfway through a video and I realize I didn't push record. None of that should surprise you guys. Okay, so you can see. So I'm just going in. I'm going to rub like this because on this side. And I'm going to show you why you can't transfer the charcoal, because when you put it on your paper and you go, now this is the charcoal, it's transferring. But what's happening is when I put the Mod Podge on, okay, see what it does? It activates it. So that would be an issue. The pencil, on the other hand, I'm just kind of doing my thing. Okay. So I'm just going to get these off. I'm going to add those on my little paper pulp excursion. Oh, I should ask Dave to bring up my blender because I love making paper. I love making paper. I love keeping the paper pulp. Oh yeah, boy, yeah. I love it. Love it. Here we go again. See, when I was growing up, still even today, I'm like a metal. I know you guys who know me know this. I'm a heavy metal freak. I can't help it. Love me some metal. White snake, no thank you. even back then. But of course, like everybody else, because it was so popular, they played it on MTV all the time with the girl on his wife, on his car, or whatever the heck that was. But yeah, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm a Guns N' Roses girl. I don't know how that compares to Whitesnake, but I am. Totally silly stuff, isn't it? Okay, now look, that paper is, oh, okay. So you see that, Chris? Look. So this was charcoal. This was charcoal, obviously. This is just a regular, this is my mechanical pencil, but of course, whatever pencil, it's a number 2, essentially. I just use this because my hands. So you can see that transfers. And it's good. I mean, it really came out good. So that's all for, and I can go and get more off, but it's not a big deal. So let me show you real quick. I have my charcoal pencil. Here it is. This is my medium Derwent charcoal pencil. Now, I don't know if you used the thinner, if it would work or not. I'd have to crawl through my stuff and find a thinner one. But watch. So I go, let me just write his name. Okay. His name is Chris. Everybody hates Chris. Okay. That's a TV show. Nobody hates Chris. He's probably a very nice guy. Seems like a very nice guy. He's handsome. Very handsome. All right. So then when I go to put this on, see how it like activates it and blurs it? And, when you're doing anything, like for instance, let me show you. And Chris, you can try this. So if let me write mine. Oh, Kel, use the charcoal pencil, you wacko. All right, let me do my name. Okay. So if I go like this a couple times, it's really going to activate it. It's going to smudge. If I go, and this goes with anything that you're using, even your inkjet printer when you're transferring. Okay. You just want to go boop. That's it. Because the more you go over it, what's going to happen? It's going to get muddy and gross. So for him to be doing a face, if you're using this in mixed media, right? If you're using this in your art journal and you have charcoal pencil, go for it. Add more texture, more things. But, with him drawing, I'm afraid, and it might not happen, but I'm afraid I don't want to be the one to be like, go for it. Chris, what I would do is I would make a photocopy of it on if you have an inkjet printer or even a laser printer, whatever kind of printer you have. And I would make a copy of what you did and I would transfer that. Do you know what I'm saying? Because then once you transfer it, if that's what your ultimate goal is, and make sure that when you do go to transfer it, that you let it completely dry. Don't play around. These I'm doing like now. Do you know what I mean? And, it's not hurting anything, but if you're doing something that leave it dry. Do it and then leave it overnight and then work with it the next day. So it really has that contact. Mod Podge is wonderful. Mod Podge mat is wonderful. Mod Podge paper rather. So, either one of those. Let's see if I have an extra one around here I could send you. But yeah, so that is what I say to you, to make sure it has full contact and then work with it. And then that's if you use your original, even the printer paper one too. I mean, you're doing something nice for somebody. But if you print it out, you won't have to worry about everything coming off, and that becomes your master. Or he's going to be like, woman, I ain't asking you another question. Or do a copy of it, do it on another piece of your mixed media paper, transfer it with the copy that you did, the printer copy. So you get a feel for the transfer. You dig what I'm saying? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? So you use your Mod Podge, you do the transfer, and then you're like, oh, okay, I see. I have to, don't push so hard, because you got to make sure the harder you push, you're going to lift up, you know what I mean? You can damage the paper underneath. Do you see what I'm saying? So, or the, cardboard or the canvas, whatever you're using. So that's my suggestion. If you have no printer and you have no way to get another copy, then, try it. You can see this is just pencil. So if you did all that in pencil, you're not going to have any issue. My only little teeny issue is the area where on the nose, where you have the little bit of a issue there, a little bit of a smudge. Now, I don't know. I don't draw like I wish I could draw like you. faces, you've seen my faces. So, so I don't know if you can go over with your regular pencil, transfer it, and then kind of fix it. Are you leaving it black and white? Are you leaving it graphite? Are you painting it? I don't know. I don't believe I read that, what you were exactly doing once you had it transferred. If I did and you wrote it to me, please forgive me. But of course, listen, once you watch this, any other questions you have, hit me up on my email where we on the Facebook. And if you want to see something else, let me know. Because like I said, I think it's going to be really cool. And if I was doing it, like I said, I would make a copy, work with the Mod Podge so you could see what you're doing and what you don't want to do. And then if you want to use your original, go ahead. There we go. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm very excited to see how it comes out because it's really beautiful. And you know, I love when people do nice things for other people, and that's what it is. It's for somebody else, and you know, and it's just a beautiful sentiment that he's doing. And so, Chris, I'll hit you up, like I said, or you hit me up and let me know what you think, and what else you need to know. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? All right. Thank you, Chris. I hope this helped a little bit. Now, here we go. Margaret Wolf asked, and many people ask, and like I said, I'm gonna show you what I do. Now, can you use Mod Podge? Yes. Can you use white school glue? Yeah, girl. You can use whatever white thing you have. And I'm gonna show you a few things. Now, maybe I'll do another video of this. Yeah, I'm gonna do a paper pulp in another video because I see them at 20 minutes, and I'm just really trying not to sit and talk for 6 hours. However, look at my little friends right here still. I love him, my little ghost guy. I'm such a horror freak. It's not funny. Okay, so I hope that this helped the like I said, the tape transfers. And well, you know what did I do with, you know what, it's a wonder that I'm allowed to leave my home. I know I say it all the time. All right, let me do this real quick since I'm not going to do I'm going to put these down. And I'm going to put them over a color, okay? Just real quick. Just real quick for Anne. Just to play it. Let's do yellow. I bet yellow would be pretty. But you can do white. It's whatever you want. I mean, not white, it's black. Gray. Pink. It's whatever you want. I'm going to dry it and hope that I don't blow my paper pulps because that's something Kelly would do. Here we go again. Here I go again. Good God, Kel. Okay. It's just one of those days. Not getting much sleep, so I didn't get sleep Friday either, and I went to my sister's, and she's like, you can tell that you're like a little crazy. Just how it gets. Okay, so I'm going like this, and then I'm going to put on these. Now I left a little white on this one on the back. Remember how I showed, you know, if there's any extra? Okay, these all came apart because they're crappy. It's not, you know, the ones I wanted to, the tape I originally wanted to use. It's not a regular Scotch tape. It's, I don't know, matte or something. What the heck? Dave probably bought it for, it doesn't stick for nothing even without the glue. Okay. And then, like I said, if you have like an area here, go ahead and do it. Come on and do it. Come on and do it. I'm also a disco freak, but we won't get into that. Do it, do it, do it. Come on. Okay. You can make it go up and down. You can make it do an X. You can make it do a name. You can make it a game. I don't know. I pretend like I can rap. Okay, but look how cool. And that's on a background. So you can see when you take all the, you know, the back off, you can see that yellow comes through. I dig like some of the white on there, some of the white not on there. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, wanted to show you that. So I want to thank you guys for spending this last 25 minutes of your life with me. I love you guys so very much. I hope this helped a couple of you. I got more questions and more. I'm really trying to be on the ball. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to be on the ball. Um, and trying to go through in the comments. Sometimes I don't see them. Sometimes sometimes I can get like 50 comments a day. And, you know, it's hard to go through to answer everybody. If I have a little red heart next to the comment that you left, it meant I read it. You know, and I hate to like copy and paste, oh, thank you so much, you know, whatever, because, you know, I want to personalize and respond to what you say. So it's very hard. I know my life is so bad. No, it's not. I love it. I love all your comments and I love all your emails and I just love everything about all of you guys. Be kind to each other. My brothers and sisters, be kind to each other. You never know about somebody else is fighting. Progress, not perfection. Techniques, that's what I'm trying to do here. And I just hope you all have a fantastic day. I'm going to try to get back on my schedule. I say it every week. I know, but I have so many things that I got to catch up on and plan. And I want to clean this art room and organize and, you know, the life of an artist, right? Love it, but there's like the teeny little 5% that I hate. So I will see you guys in my next video. And if you like this, please subscribe and hit that bell down there so you can get notified when I upload. Share me everywhere. I do appreciate it. And to all my new people, I have gotten so many new people. I got to do a new people video. Hello. And that's, you know, makes my heart just so big and swell with happiness. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.